Okay, guys. In this, we will start with the primary syphilis. So, the painless single lesion, that is a hard chancre, it is found in a primary syphilis. In a secondary syphilis, the condyloma lata is the manifestation of secondary syphilis, and it is a condyloma lata is the most infectious form. In a secondary syphilis, there will be like moth-eaten alopecia. Then a latent after secondary syphilis, there will be like latent syphilis. It is a asymptomatic stage. Then after this, there will be like tertiary syphilis. It includes a cardiovascular syphilis and neuro syphilis. Then there is also congenital syphilis. So the congenital syphilis, it is divided into early congenital syphilis and late congenital syphilis. The early congenital syphilis that occurs less than 2 years of birth, and late congenital syphilis that occurs more than 2 years of birth. So in early congenital syphilis, the earliest sign is rhinitis or snuffles. Other common manifestations are osteochondritis, periodontitis, and osteitis. Then a late congenital syphilis. In late congenital syphilis, you can see the saddle nose. Then eyes may keratitis and Clutton's joint. That is a bilateral knee effusion. Okay. Then next is Hutchinson's triad of congenital syphilis. Includes Hutchinson teeth plus interstitial keratitis plus deafness. This is the Hutchinson triad. It is seen in congenital syphilis. Then donovanosis. So the donovanosis, it is caused by Klebsiella granulomatis. So donovanosis is the painless beefy red ulcer. So in a donovanosis, you can see the pseudo buboes, and you can also see the donovan bodies in donovanosis. Then a safety pin there will be like safety pin appearance of the bacteria. Azithromycin is the drug of choice in donovanosis. So once again we will repeat: donovanosis caused by Klebsiella granulomatis. So you can see painless beefy red ulcer, pseudobuboes are present, donovan bodies are present, safety pin appearance of the bacteria. The azithromycin is the drug of choice. Then a chancroid. Chancroid is a shaft chancre. It is caused by Haemophilus ducreyi. So Haemophilus ducreyi will give a school of a fish or a railroad track appearance. There will be like multiple ulcers in chancroid, multiple painful ulcers, then a bubo formation and a painful inguinal lymphadenopathy. So azithromycin is the drug of choice in a soft chancre or a chancroid. Then a lymphogranuloma venerum, LGV. So the lymphogranuloma venerum, it is caused by Chlamydia trachomatis. That is a L2 type of Chlamydia trachomatis. It is the most common. So the lymphogranuloma venerum, LGV. So it is a single painless non-bleeding ulcer. There will be like a buboes are present which will rupture to form the discharging sinus, and also we can see the groove sign also we can see. Then FREA, Frey test, it is used for a diagnosis of a lymphogranuloma venerum. Tetracycline is the drug of choice of a lymphogranuloma venerum. Then so this is about lymphogranuloma, that is caused by L2 type of Chlamydia trachomatis, a single painless non-bleeding ulcer. Then buboes are present, so which ruptures to form a discharging sinus. The groove sign is present in the lymphogranuloma venerum. Then Frey test, it is used for a diagnosis. Then tetracycline is the drug of choice. Okay, then gonococci. Gonococci involves epididymis, but it does not involve testis. And also the syphilis involves the testis, but not epididymis. Okay, then about molluscum contagiosum. Molluscum contagiosum, it is caused by pox virus. So we can see Henderson-Peterson bodies, that is intracytoplasmic eosinophilic inclusions in the molluscum contagiosum. We can also see pseudococcus phenomenon in molluscum contagiosum. Okay. Then next about dermatomyositis. So the dermatomyositis is an autoimmune disorder. As the name indicates, it involves both the skin and the muscles. So we can see Gottron's papules, Gottron's sign, heliotrope sign, picloderma, mechanic hand, and shawl sign in a dermatomyositis. Then about scleroderma. So usually the scleroderma, it involves internal organs along with the skin. So the Raynaud's phenomenon is the most common and the early phenomenon in a scleroderma. So we can see mat like telangiectasia, periumbral telangiectasia. We can see crest syndrome in scleroderma. So crest calcinosis acutis. Then Raynaud's phenomenon, esophageal dysmotility, sclerotactily, and T for telangiectasia. So crest, C for calcinosis acutis, R for Raynaud's phenomenon, E for esophageal dysmotility, S for sclerodactyly, and T for telangiectasia. Okay, then palpable purpura. The palpable purpura, anywhere you can see always due to vasculitis. The purpura arises from vasculitis. Examples are Hinox-Conlin purpura, polyarteritis nodosa, microscopic polyangiitis, and mixed cryoglobulinemia. So the non-pulpable purpura, it is due to defect in the clotting or vascular fragility. Examples are idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura and amyloidosis. Okay. Then Verusa vulgaris, it is the most common type of wart due to human papilloma virus type 2. Then condyloma acuminata, it is the anogenital wart due to human papilloma virus 6 and human papilloma virus 11. Condyloma acuminata is an anogenital wart due to human papilloma virus 6 and human papilloma virus 11. Then Hinox-Conlin purpura. It is a small vessel vasculitis, Hinox-Conlin purpura. So what is the pathogenesis? It is a deposition of IgA in the walls of the blood vessels. Then there will be like tetrad of purpura, there will be arthritis, glomerulonephritis, and abdominal pain. Okay, so Hinox-Conlin purpura affects the children of 4 to 7 years. Then there is abdominal pain also. Then there is a microscopic hematuria in Hinox-Conlin purpura. So all these things we can find in a Hinox-Conlin purpura. Then a neurofibromatosis. It is a type 1. There is a neurofibromatosis. There is a type 1 and a type 2. Type 1 it is also called as a von Recklinghausen disease. So we can see more than 6 cafe outlet macules in von Recklinghausen disease. There will be like axillary or inguinal macules, Lish nodules will be there. Then optic glioma we can see. Then it is due to mutation of the neurofibromatosis 1 gene located in the chromosome number 17. Then a neurofibromatosis type 2. It is caused by mutation in the neurofibromatosis gene 2 located in the chromosome number 22. We can see bilateral acoustic neuroma in a neurofibromatosis type 2. Then incontinenta pigmenti, it is a X-linked dominant disorder. Then a pinch purpura, you can see in primary amyloidosis. Then in psoriasis, there is no itching. Okay, in contact dermatitis, there will be like a moderate itching. Lichen planus, there is severe itching. Then Reiter's syndrome. The Reiter syndrome, there will be like triad of reactive arthritis, conjunctivitis, and urethritis. So due to preceding an infection of genital tract by Chlamydia trachomatis. Then a Behcet syndrome. It is a triad of aphthous ulcers, genital ulcer, and uveitis. Then calcinosis universalis. Calcinosis universalis, it is seen in a dermatomyositis. Then confabulation. The confabulation, it is the filling of the memory space with lice. So it is a confabulation, it is found in a Korsakoff's psychosis. Then Alzheimer's disease, atrophy in the Alzheimer's disease. It involves temporal and the parietal lobe. Then alcohol abuse. The most common withdrawal symptom is hangover in the next day morning. Then delirium tremens is the most severe alcohol withdrawal syndrome. Okay, the benzodiazepines are the drug of choice for delirium tremens. Various chlordiazepoxide is the agent of choice for delirium tremens. Okay. Then Wernicke-Korsakoff psychosis. Wernicke encephalopathy is an acute reaction characterized by GOVA, that is a global confusion, ophthalmoplegia, and ataxia. GOVA. Then Korsakoff's psychosis. It is characterized by amnesia with confabulation. Then morbid jealousy. It is also called as a delusional jealousy. That is Othello syndrome. It is also found in alcoholism. Thank you very much, guys. Have a very nice day.